human being on this earth has been evolving since 6 million years around. And now, our world has 8 billion human population. And with the passage of time, humans learned to exist and evolve as per the environment around, thereby giving birth to different ways of lifestyle, culture, languages, faith, and practices. West Kameng district of Arunachal Pradesh is one of the 27th district of the state, laying in the westernmost part, bordering with the country Bhutan and Assam state of India. It is blessed with natural beauties, rivers, and is a dwelling place of indigenous tribals, namely Shadukpan, Akka, Monpa, Sartang, Bugun, and Miji reside in the district. Rupa, a small town of West Kameng district, is the dwelling place of Shadukpan. They have their own tribal culture and customs, which existed from time immemorial. And marriage is an important social custom which the tribe conducts traditionally. On an auspicious day, bridegroom's relatives visits the bride's house and participate in the customary ceremony of bringing the bride draped in her traditional dresses to the house of the bridegroom. The bridegroom remains in his own house during all these ceremonies at bride's house. The bride is bid farewell by her mother and relatives to the house of bridegroom. Upon arrival of bride at bridegroom's house, she is received by the bridegroom's mother and aunts. The bride is accompanied by her friends who are known as Acham Rokmat and will stay accompanied with the bride for 3 days. The marriage is solemnized in presence of all the relatives of bride and bridegroom on the same day with blessings of all present. Shadukpans also dwell in Shergaon village and follows the same marriage customs and practices as per their counterpart of Rupa village. The practice of kidnapping bride was very prevalent in the Shadukpan tribe in earlier times. But with passing of years, the system of marriage through kidnapping has almost diminished. On a chosen auspicious day, the bridegroom is brought by group of young girls and boys in the house of groom. The bride is received traditionally at the house of groom by the mother and her close relatives as per tradition and custom. Relatives of the groom assemble in the house and shower their blessings through gifts and garlands. The marriage is at last solemnized by a monk in presence of family members and relatives. At the end, the marriage is celebrated with a feast, song and dances. The Monpa tribe of the West Kameng district, Arunachal Pradesh, resides in the valley of Dirang and Kalaktang region. Monpas have their own culture and tradition. The Tawang Monpa calls marriage as Baksar, while among Dirang and Kalaktang Monpa it is known as Niyam. They do not have any season for marriage. The marriage date is fixed by the Lama after consulting the holy astrological book meant for the purpose called Litho. On the chosen day, the relatives of the groom visits the bride's home for fetching the bride to the groom's house. The guests are received traditionally by offering the scarves. mutual exchange of gifts and offerings are made. The bride is then escorted back to the groom's house, where she is received traditionally. All the relatives and villagers joined the ceremony with joyous songs and dances. Akka tribe resides in Bhalukpong, Trizino and Buragaon villages. They have their own unique culture and tradition, which is very much visible in their songs and dances and beautiful traditional headgears. Marriage in Akka society is important, even which is generally celebrated by song and dances. Animals such as mithun, porks are offered to the families of bride on the day of marriage ceremony. Gifts such as silk cloth are offered to the bride's family as token of love. Traditional utensils and age-old swords. Ornaments are offered during the marriage. Miji is also an important indigenous tribe of West Kameng district and have a close socio-cultural and traditional affinity with the tribe of Akka. Marriages are organized through mutual consent by completing the required traditional practices. Each tribe has its own dialect, custom, traditions, rituals, and social structures distinctive from each other, which have been prevalent since ages in these tribal societies.